and I guess we're live. I'm going to take a moment to just double check that, make sure, see if anybody's getting this. So we're going to do a fun trivia contest.
Wow. Well, I'll give a quick disclaimer. I did not know that I just woke up because it's 8:30 in the morning where I'm at. And I did not know I was taking a quiz today, but I will do my best. But that disclaimer is out there.
No, I promise this is gonna be fun. So like as I do all these you read all these articles and see these documentaries and like you just there's so much interesting like little tidbits. So I think this would be fun to share. I've made like all these serious videos and there's just enough material to just have fun. So that's what I'm gonna try to. That's what I want to do right now.
I hear you, man. You've made some very, very powerful compilations. And I can only imagine that, sometimes you just got to let your hair down a little bit.
Yeah. It's hard for you to do with the hair gel, though. But here we go.
This is all natural, my friend. I do not use any hair gel. Hair gel gives me a headache, so I don't, yeah.
Oh, my God. Wow.
I wake up this way.
That's cool. I never would have thought that. Good for you. Awesome. Ron Placone, not needed that. All right. So I think we are live, and I'm going to pull up my little quiz. First, I'll give you a little intro for people who are not familiar. I am so excited to be joined with Ron Placone today. He is a comedian and writer / co-host on the Jimmy Dore Show. And little known fact, I had him on today to be celebrating MLK because he's also a Black Panther. I totally screwed up that delivery, and that is why I am not a comedian on the Jimmy Dore Show. Okay, so here we go. To make this fun, what should we? Should we have like some bet or something, since it's MLK Day, if you win, you get world peace. How does that sound?
All right, stakes are high. Stakes are high, but I'm here to deliver.
And if you lose, you don't get any more civil rights. The water fountain for everybody, and then another water fountain for Ron Placone. Okay, here we go.
All right,
here we go. Okay, so
but my water fountain is fracking fluid free, though. That's what. That's the other part of it.
All right. Okay. Well, if you get this first one right, we'll make it. We'll make that so. And I'll give you an easy one since the stakes are high to start.
All right. I haven't even had my coffee yet, so yeah, you should make it an easy one. It's 8:30 in the morning for me, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm a comedian. I'm not a morning person. Matt didn't say this was a quiz.
All right. Here we go. So number one, is this an easy one or is it? These are tricky. Okay, who wrote the "I Have a Dream" speech? Anyway, multiple choice.
All right.
Is it A, Martin Luther King Jr., B, Martin Luther King Sr., C, Big Daddy Kane, or D, none of the above?
I'm going to go with A.
Martin Luther King. Tell me what your thought process here is, Ron.
My thought process here is, he said it. I think he wrote it.
All right. So I think, there's actually two correct answers. Yes, Ron, you are correct. But D, none of the above, is actually kind of accurate because the whole "I Have a Dream" part of the speech was ad-libbed.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that part.
Yeah, I didn't know. See, all these things.
I did not know that part. That's really interesting. See, that's the thing. It's like little things that you just like find out. You find out little things like the "I Have a Dream" part was ad-libbed, and he actually started speaking out against capitalism. Those little things you find out when you scratch the surface a little bit.
Yeah. According to his secretary who typed up the prepared speech beforehand, this whole part was ad-libbed. Some woman in the crowd, I think it was a popular musician at the time, I forgot the name, but she yelled out. Apparently MLK was like supposedly getting a little nervous and worried he was like losing the crowd. And then this woman, this musician yelled out, Tell him about the dream, Martin. And damn, he told me.
Oh, no kidding. Okay. That's, wow.
So,
I guess I already learned something new today because, I think of a lot of things when I think of MLK, a lot of good things. And now I can add killer freaking improviser to that list. He freaking nailed it.
Yeah.
That guy, I live in Los Angeles. That guy would crush it at Second City. He would get an honorary degree instantaneous. Be a hell of a final project.
Actually, that brings me to maybe okay. I think I'll go follow up with a question that kind of goes along with this whole public speaking talent here. So, going out of order, but here we go. What grade? It should be in this order. I don't know why I didn't have it in this order originally. What grade did MLK get in public speaking class?
Nice. Do I have multiple choice? Or?
Yes, you do have multiple choice.
All right.
Is it A, B, C, or D, or E, F?
Right on. I have no clue. So I'm going to go with B. I'm going to say that he was, I'm just going on a whim here, and I'm going to say he was a late bloomer. So he got a B in class. They saw some talent there, but he didn't quite knock it out of the park.
All right. And so this also shocked me. He got a C. He was given a C.
No kidding. Wow.
Public speaking. This is like possibly one of the best public speakers of our time that I've ever heard. I mean, my God.
Mm-hmm.
He got a C. Now I didn't find out why, but he got a C. Now it was in his it was in seminary.
Okay.
After college. So damn, maybe they're either like really picky or really jealous. Maybe I don't know.
I guess. I mean, I used to teach public speaking, and a lot of the students, they kind of got A's and B's. I mean, because some people, it's like just a crippling fear that they have. So like you have to be, or at least I was kind of sensitive to the fact that they have to be here. It's distribution credit. They need it. And this is like the biggest fear. Like some of them, literally threw up before the class and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was always kind of sensitive to that. So I guess I wasn't the toughest grader in the world. But
yeah.
So
great inflation. It's all coming out.
Yeah. My grades were worthless eventually. It was just.
But as far as grades is the whole thing. I actually think I don't know how important grades are actually. I think it kind of.
I fully agree. Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, I have yet to encounter a moment in my professional life, and I even taught at community college where like anyone asked about my GPA.
Yeah.
That's I don't know.
Me either. Yeah, I think a little too much emphasis on grades.
That's right. Evergreen's got it right.
Learning.
Yeah.
But okay, and yeah, as we learn, ML grades don't necessarily predict so much. Okay, so here we go. Next up. All right, we did grades. Now let's go to awards. Which of the following awards did MLK not win?
Ooh, okay.
A Grammy Award. B, a Guinness World Record. C, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Okay, so the most obvious choice is A. I don't think he would have gotten a Grammy, but I feel like there's some way that could have like been
the tricky one.
It is a tricky one.
I'll go through them again, okay?
Yeah. Give me the choices again.
Okay. All right. Welcome everyone. Join it. Play along on Facebook. We are playing the MLK Day Trivia contest. Here we go. Trivia extravaganza. What award did MLK not win? A, Grammy Award. B, Guinness World Record. Or C, Presidential Medal of Freedom.
All right. So Yeah. The most obvious choice, I think, is A. However, I'm sure there's a way that he would have gotten some kind of a Grammy like posthumously if someone used his speeches in something, which I'm sure happened. So I'm going to go with B. I don't know if...
Okay, that's your final answer.
That's my final answer.
Ron Placone, you got it.
Oh, is that right? All right, cool.
Exactly. No, your reasoning is right on. So he did win a Grammy Award for some kind of like speech album.
Okay, yeah, I figured like someone probably made some kind of a compilation. So even though that seems like the obvious answer, it's not going to be it. So all right, cool. I'm glad I didn't
dig in enough to tell you like what album this was or what, but yeah.
We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it.
So well done. And so I'll say the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He did get the Presidential Medal, but it was after he was killed, and it was Jimmy Carter who won.
Interesting. Okay.
And as far as Guinness World Record, no. But I have had a Guinness World Record.
Have you?
Find that out? You're gonna have to have me on your show sometime. Right?
All right, I will. I'm actually in the Guinness. Well, wait, I'm no longer in the Guinness Book of World. I was in the Guinness.
I used to have a record.
Okay, yeah.
That is interesting. Damn. Okay. Let's see.
Neither of us are telling.
You gotta check out our channels, people.
I ate the biggest hoagie in the world in 2010. No, that's not. That's not what I did.
Here we go. Okay, this one. Okay, straight face. Here we go. In MLK's youth, his first real love was A, white girl, B, black girl, C, Asian girl.
Okay.
But I'm Yes, I just categorize people by race. But all right, here we go. So,
sure. Yeah. And I once again I have no clue at all. I'm just gonna guess C because whenever you have no idea, you should always just guess C. So I'm just gonna go guess C.
Ron's going with Asian girls. Let's see. Okay, so I'm telling you guys, this is straight from Harry Belafonte's mouth. Like, I was shocked when I heard this. I mean, maybe we shouldn't be because he obviously was not a prejudiced person, but
right.
So Harry Belafonte said, that his first in his youth, his first real love was a white girl. And he also explained that when King suggested that he wanted a relationship with her, his dad and like everyone around him just came down on him hard. Like,
wow. So there's like a real Romeo and Juliet element to all this.
Yeah. Geez. I mean, and who knows, I don't know what this ever developed, if it ever developed into anything at all, but
yeah.
Wow. For his first real love, according to Harry Belafonte. Okay.
Interesting.
So, unfortunately, Ron, you are incorrect. You're going to have to get at least one or two more before we can grant you world peace.
Victory. Right. Okay. Stakes are high.
If you're just joining us, we are playing for world peace today. So, let's see. Okay. What TV show? Oh, this one was so interesting. I loved this one. What TV show was Martin Luther King Jr. a fan of?
Oh, this will be fun. All right. And this is going to, all right. This is going to show my weak knowledge on the timeline of TV shows. I'm so bad at that stuff.
I can provide multiple choice. Would you like multiple choice?
Of course I would like multiple. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to just guess a show.
Do you have a friend in your place that you can reach out to?
I have a fiance who's still asleep.
No, let's ask the fiance. Okay, you can ask the fiance if
I'll let her sleep. Yeah.
Oh, she's sleeping. Okay. I don't know. World peace is on one. Now, here we go. Okay. Abbott and Costello, The Twilight Zone, Star Trek, or all of the above?
You know what? I'm going to go with all of the above.
All right. I have to say that you're wrong. You're incorrect.
All right.
Now, but actually, to be fair, I don't know what other. I mean, maybe he did like these other ones, but what's documented is that he. Okay, so now that you know it wasn't all of the above, do you want to pick between three? Abbott and Costello, Twilight Zone, Star Trek.
I'm gonna guess Star Trek because it has a. I'm gonna guess Star Trek.
Why Star Trek?
Well, because it kind of has a utopian vibe about it, so I could see him connecting with something like that.
There you go. Yeah, your second guess is correct. It's correct. So here's the story behind that. Let me get my notes so I don't pronounce these. Okay, so honestly, I'm not that big a Trekkie fan,
I know the basics. Like I'm not a connoisseur either, but I know a little bit.
I don't mispronounce too much, but so there's this actress, Nichelle Nichols, was playing a female black character on Star Trek, and
it was O'Hara, I believe, Lieutenant O'Hara.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. And so obviously there was a time where there weren't a lot of black female roles on TV, and what happened was, so she started getting written out or just not be appearing in as many episodes, and she was kind of upset with that. So she wrote a letter of resignation. And here's what happened. Then, there are people at Star Trek who were like, oh, we have a really big Trekkie fan that wants to meet you. She turns around. This is sometime after she talked about, wanting to leave the show. And who was there? MLK walked in. And he told her to her face that he was, quote, he goes, "I am the biggest Trekkie on the planet." MLK.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is so.
And he
I want you to stay in that role. They're gonna write you some more lines.
And so
I have a dream there will be an episode that focuses on you.
Yes. It was so good.
That's a really cool story, man. That's really cool. I would have never known that.
And so needless to say, the character stayed on, got written into some new episodes, and inspired a lot of people, just like MLK was concerned about. He knew, this is just breaking new ground,
Right. Yeah.
And obviously, just for I guess humanity in general, it's kind of an interest, you look at Star Trek, anybody might be inspired to be an astronaut or just think about the future of humanity. And and it definitely did inspire Black women, including Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, no, it was a beautiful series, man. I mean, some of the movies, I like some of the movies too, like the original movies. Some of them were, a little on the cheesy side, but I still like them.
I saw some newer one, like the Borg one. It was not good. But
I haven't seen the newest one. Some of the newer ones I really liked, like the first newer one that came out. I thought was really, really cool. It was, what was it called? It was, Leonard Nimoy himself made an appearance in it. It was a few years back.
I saw that one. Yeah,
I thought that was really entertaining. Like some of the stuff J.J. Abrams did with it, I thought was really cool. But I know they've made some newer ones since then.
Now, great action movies.
Yeah. It's gotten a modern day facelift. You know what I mean? Like it is way more explosion-y now, and that wasn't really the case with the original. But that's always how they redo it. I mean, the original James Bond was more about the character and the mystery than about action explosion. And then of course, the next generation Bond, Pierce Brosnan and beyond was, more just an action movie.
He's done some damn good movies that are oh man, wow, which one? I'm not even going to get it. Why am I talking about Daniel Craig? This is MLK Day. This is not Daniel Craig Day, Bond. This is not James Bond Day. Okay. But I did like some Daniel Craig plays. Okay, here we go. What do we have next? Oh, but actually, while we're talking about the Star Trek, right after I told myself to get off topic, the whole utopia thing and the whole basic income thing, the whole technology thing, those are things that MLK was interested in too. So I guess it really shouldn't that surprise. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Right.
It's really interesting. All right, here's a controversial one, Ron. Here's a very controversial one. We're going moving past the happy stuff and the light stuff. It's intense. Okay. We're talking about guns, MLK and guns. So there is a lot of misinformation regarding MLK and guns. Which of the following is true? MLK owned a gun in his house. That's A. B. MLK applied for a gun permit and was denied. C. MLK decided arms were no solution and hired only unarmed guards. And D. All of the above.
Oh, geez. Okay. That's a tough one. I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I know there's a lot of, different things out there, and I'm not like totally fluent on that myself. I'm going to go with A. He had a gun in his house.
Okay. That is not the correct answer.
Oh, man.
The correct answer is all of the above.
Interesting. That was my second. I was leaning towards that. I was like, I bet there's like kind of a combination. All right.
Now
interesting.
Now, yeah, it's important. So a lot of this gets like talked about, but not like in context or in order. So,
right. I understand. Do that
right now. So yeah, he had a weapon in the house, and he applied for a gun permit to carry in his car.
Okay.
But here's the thing. It's important for everybody to realize this happened right after his house got firebombed.
Mm-hmm.
His house got bombed with his family and everything. I mean, so natural. So it's not insane at all. It's actually kind of a rational thought. And here's the thing: it's his whole, his family and friends in church. They were all, begging him to, hire armed guards and, and use a gun to protect himself.
Mm-hmm.
But after several days of talking with his wife, they finally decided that, it just doesn't make sense. They can't have a nonviolent movement and have guns protected. So
interesting.
So they did finally decide after, days of, thinking about it, that arms were not a solution and just had unarmed guards.
I feel like some of these I should get half credit.
yeah, okay, you get half credit. All right, you get half world peace.
I'll take it. That's still better than what we got right now, so I'll take it.
All right. Did not win. Let's see. I think I might have one more in here somewhere. One more decent one. Okay. Here we go. What kind of fight was MLK? This is his assassination. Okay. What kind of fight was MLK involved in the day of his assassination? Was it A, pillow fight, B, a family fight, C, a street fight, or D, MLK didn't get in a fight and I'm racist for suggesting that? You want to go through them again?
No. Pillow fight, family fight, street fight, and D. All right. I'm gonna go with a family fight.
Okay.
That's I feel like that's something like a general person should know, but I don't know. So
no, I don't.
So I'm taking a guess.
These are all put down things that I was shocked and surprised.
Yeah, no, these are all like kind of fun, quirky ones, but yeah, I feel like that might be something that's in the common folklore that I'm just not remembering, or but yeah, I'm gonna go with B, a family fight.
All right, and not correct. No, it was not a family. That would be the logical choice, but I'm such a great, tricky quiz writer. I got you on. No. It was, you want to guess what is it, a street fight or a pillow fight?
I'll go with street fight.
See, it's okay. No, you're wrong again. You're wrong again. Because a pillow fight just sounds so ridiculous. But that is exactly what happened. That morning, or maybe not even the morning, but just before he went out on the balcony and was assassinated. That is what
he had a pillow fight with his family.
Yeah, so he's just on the road. You know what it's like to be on the road, and he's just with his team, and there's just like playfully like cussing each other
Oh,
out.
that's funny.
And
All right.
And it got into like got into a pillow fight.
Oh, that's fun. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's really cool. Well, I wish I had known that. We'd have world peace, but oh well.
Yeah. But we
got to keep back to the drawing board.
Yeah. No world peace, but at least you can still have pillow fights. All right.
Got to look at the positive.
So, yeah, I think, I could probably draw up some more questions, but I think that covers. I know Ron has a show that he has to get to, a show he does all the time.
I do. Yeah. Get your news on with Ron. We're starting up soon. We start at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time. All
right. So, you can get your news on with Ron after this if you like, or really any day, it seems like.
Monday through Thursday.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Ron Placone. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. If anybody joined in, this is Facebook after all. Who knows if anybody joined in? But
thanks for having me, man.
Sure. I had a good time. Thanks for joining.
This was fun. Yeah.
And well, let's do another collab sometime in the future.
I would love that. Yeah, I got to hear about your record.
Yeah, and I got to hear about yours. Damn.
Well, I'm on your show, so I mean, if you want me to tell you, I will. It's up to you.
Okay. All right, let's hear about it.
I was so every year in Nashville, and I used to live in Nashville, every year in Nashville, and I think they still do it, they do the world record for the world's longest comedy show. There's a week-long comedy festival in Nashville, and there's one venue in town. They do a show for the entire time. And the first year they did it, I was part of it. So I was in the Guinness Book of World Records, but I've not been part of it since. And they've continued to do it. So I'm not in the Guinness Book of World Records anymore, but I was there in I think it was 2015 was the year that it started. Oh, so I was in the Guinness Book of World Records.
That's recent.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But they keep redoing it, and I haven't been in it since. So I'm assuming I'm not in it anymore. But yeah.
Oh, were you actually in the book? Because I know there are so many records that very few actually make it to the book.
I guess that I don't know. I know that it was
one that I think it could make because that's fun enough. It could.
That's a goofy one. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's on the book and what's not, and what's just recorded or whatever. But it did get a Guinness record, and it has gotten one since. I mean, they had a representative there. There were certain rules that needed to be followed. You had to keep talking on stage. You couldn't really. I mean, you could pause in between a joke or something like that. But you had to keep going. You couldn't play a song.
No song.
Yeah, there always had to be at least somebody on stage, but it could never be more than 2 people or so, because it was supposed to be stand up. So if it was, if you had a duo or something, that's fine. I don't know if anyone did. I don't think anyone did. But if it was more than that, then all of a sudden it became a group, and that didn't qualify. And then they also had to have at least 10 people in the audience for it to constitute a show. Yeah, so I mean, there were times where we'd all be getting texts at 5 a.m. where it's can you come down here? We'll throw you a few minutes. And then people would just drive down to just be there. So there was a body in the room, and there was always a Guinness record person there, making sure this happened.
That sounds fun. Do they live stream that? They should live stream that.
They do. I mean, they didn't always. Technology wasn't always on their side because they were trying to live stream for literally 7 days. But yeah, they did live stream a good bit of it.
Cool. That's cool. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's a neat thing, man. I mean, if I'm ever able to make it back there during that, I'd like to participate again. So we'll see.
Cool. All right, Ron Placone. So there you go. He's not only a comedian, but a Guinness World Record
former. I was one of many people, but yeah.
Holder, not a holder, but a winner.
You gotta use that credit.
You're not a holder, but you're a winner still, Ron. You won.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks again, Ron. And find out more about him with that. Get your news on Ron. Cool.
Over on YouTube, youtube.com/Ron Placone.
Peace, Ron. Ending broadcast. End live broadcast. My mouse will work correctly.